ఒక గుర్తింపు, పదవితో వ్యక్తి వెలుగులోకి రావడం కాకుండా, వ్యక్తి గొప్పగా కాకుండా ఆ పదవికే ఒక వన్నె తెచ్చే విధంగా కొంతమంది ఉంటారు. ఆ ప్రయత్నంలో గవర్నర్ ఉండడం చాలా సంతోషదాయకం. అంటే గతంలో రాజ్భవన్ అంటే కేవలం లాంఛన కార్యక్రమాలకే పరిమితం కాకుండా ఒక ప్రజాభవన్గా తీర్చిదిద్దడం పట్ల నా యొక్క సంతోషాన్ని వ్యక్తం చేస్తూ శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలుపుతున్నాను. ఇది ఎంతోమంది గవర్నర్లకు కూడా ఆదర్శప్రాయం అవుతుంది, తదనంతర కాలం వచ్చే గవర్నర్లకు. అదే కాకుండా ఆ పదవులు తీసుకొని కేవలం దాని తరపున వచ్చే మర్యాదలకు పరిమితం కాకుండా ఇలా ఒక కొత్త కోణంలో ఎవరైనా చొరవ తీసుకొని ప్రయత్నం చేస్తే ప్రజలు హర్షిస్తారు అనే దానికి ఇది ఒక సంకేతంగా చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చిన రాజ్భవన్ గవర్నర్ గారికి, మిత్రులకు, జర్నలిస్ట్ మిత్రులకు అందరికీ నా ధన్యవాదాలు.
Thank you, Srinivas Garu. Now I request Honorable Governor to give her message, and after that much awaited interaction session will be there, and you can interact with the Honorable Governor after Madam's speech.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. తెలంగాణ ప్రజల కోసం నేను చాలా కృషి చేయాలని భావిస్తున్నాను. ఎన్ని ఆటంకాలు వచ్చినా కూడా పని చేశాను. నేను మంచి చెయ్యాలనుకుంటున్నాను, అది నా స్వభావం. నాకు సన్మానం జరిగినా లేకపోయినా నా కర్తవ్యం చేశాను. నేను గౌరవం ఇవ్వకపోతే నేనేమీ తక్కువ కాను. పేదలో జీవితంలో మార్పు రావాలి. ప్రజల కోసం పని చేస్తూనే ఉంటాను. నేను చేసిన కొన్ని పనులను ప్రస్తావిస్తాను. మొదట రాజ్భవన్ ప్రజాభవన్గా మారింది. రాజ్భవన్ తలుపులు ప్రజలకు తెరిచాము. దీంతో ప్రజల్లో విశ్వాసం పెరిగింది. కరోనా కాలంలో రాజ్భవన్ ప్రజలకు బలమైన పక్షంగా ఉండేది. రెడ్ క్రాస్ పని ప్రజలను ఆదుకోవడమే. మేము ఆదివాసి కోసం పని చేయడం ప్రారంభించాము. 6 గ్రామాల్లో దత్తత తీసుకున్నాము. మేము వారి స్థానాలకు వెళ్ళాము. వారికి కోడి పిల్లలను ఇచ్చి ఆర్థిక పరిపుష్టి సాధించేలా ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నాము. వారి కోసం మెడికల్ క్యాంప్ పెట్టినాము. 2-వీలర్ అంబులెన్స్, 4-వీలర్ అంబులెన్స్ వారి కోసం ఇచ్చినాము. వారి కోసం మహబూబ్లా లడ్డు లాంటి పౌష్టిక ఆహారాన్ని అందించి వారికి రత్నహీనత, అనీమియా లాంటి జబ్బులను రాకుండా ప్రయత్నం చేసినాము. స్త్రీల సమస్యల పరిష్కారానికి మహిళా దర్బార్ నిర్వహించాం. విద్యార్థులను ఉత్సాహపరించడానికి పోటీ పరీక్షలు నిర్వహించాడు. మేము 75 విజయవంతమైన విద్యార్థులను ఎంపిక చేశాను. వారు తల్లి అంతరలదు కలిసి వచ్చి బహుమతులు స్వీకరించారు. ఇది స్వతంత్ర దినోత్సవం నాడు జరిగింది. విద్యార్థులు హజారు చూసి గర్వపడ్డాను. కొందరి కైర్ హర్జాను పట్టించి కోను. ఇలా ప్రజలతో నా ప్రేమను పంచుకున్నాను. ఎన్నో యూనివర్సిటీలను సందర్శించి విద్యార్థులను కలిశాను. హాస్టల్కు వెళ్ళి వాస్తవాన్ని అర్థం చేసుకున్నాను. వారి అవస్థలను సమస్యలను వివరిస్తూ ముఖ్యమంత్రికి లేఖలు రాశాను. వరద సమయంలో ఆయా ప్రాంతాలకు వెళ్ళి రెడ్ క్రాస్ ద్వారా ఎన్నో సహాయాలు చేశాము. కష్ట సమయాలలో ప్రజలను కలవడానికి ఆసుపత్రులకు వెళ్ళి వారికి ధైర్యాన్ని నింపాను. డొనేటెడ్ డివైస్ ద్వారా పేద విద్యార్థులకు ల్యాప్టాప్ అందించాము. మేము ట్విట్టర్, మెయిల్ ద్వారా సహాయం చేయడానికి మా వంతు కృషి చేశాము. ఇవన్నీ ప్రజల మీద ప్రేమతో చేసినవే. ఇవి కొన్ని ముఖ్యమైనవి. మరియు మనం ఇంకా చాలా పనులను చెయ్యాలని ఉంది. పని చేసే శక్తి ఇచ్చిన దేవుడుకు ధన్యవాదాలు. నాతో పని చేసిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ధన్యవాదములు. ప్రజాసేవకు సహకరిస్తున్న ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ధన్యవాదములు. పత్రికా మిత్రులకు ధన్యవాదములు. మీడియా మిత్రులందరికీ ధన్యవాదాలు. మిత్రులందరికీ ధన్యవాదాలు. ఎన్ని అడ్డంకులు వచ్చిన నిర్మలమైన మనసుతో నా పని కొనసాగిస్తాను. నా పని ప్రజల కోసం, ప్రజల కోసం, ప్రజల కోసమే. నా పని కొనసాగుతుంది. నా పని కొనసాగుతుంది. దేవుడు దానిని అనుగ్రహిస్తాడు. దిస్ ఇస్ ఫార్ ది పీపుల్ ఆఫ్ తెలంగాణ. ఈ స్పీచ్ ప్రజల కోసం. నౌ ఫార్ ద మీడియా ఫ్రెండ్స్, I will share some of my views. I am really happy and filled with joy and gratitude by seeing the media friends filling this hall totally. What all the duties I have performed, it is only with a pure heart, with affection towards the people of Telangana. When I took the charge as the governor of Telangana the same day 3 years back, I really thought I should be committed to this state because the love and affection the state people shown on me. But whatever may be the initiatives which I took forward, to make it possible, it was not an easy job. Even the highest office faced so much of hurdles. These all the, what all we have projected, these all the commitments, and whenever heard about the problems faced by the people, so we should share their grief to the extent within our limits or boundaries, and to the extent which could be done by the office of Raj Bhavan, we have extended that help. And you all know it is not, it's only a constitutional office, it's not a people's office like other people representatives. But I felt whatever may be the way we should. But most of the time, you should have seen, we went to Sammaka Saraka Jatra. Almost I traveled 8 hours by road. I should not disclose certain things because certain people may think why these all informed to the people. But I think in the history of Telangana, I always feel the people of Telangana more cultural, the affection they show to each other, particularly when I started celebrating the Badukama with women with different walks of life, even which had my housemates, and with journalists and doctors and all the other walks of life. I found the culture, the way they interact and share their views and thoughts and love and affection. But whenever we wanted to reach out people, definitely I faced some hurdles. Why I want to say some of the experience? Because for the past 3 years, every state writes its history. And 3 years, the state will write a history how a women governor is discriminated. But that discrimination did not halt this governor. Why I am telling women governor? I am not discriminating. I always don't reach out or demand a right because I am a woman. We always work like a man, and we work more than a man, and we reach out and we get the right by ourselves, by our performance. That is my view. Even during my previous years, I reached out my position because of that only, not because of my getting some allotment or reservation because I am a woman. But we all have a respect to the womanhood. So Sammaka Saraka, we plan to go. As you know, it's almost, it will take 8 hours. And we asked for a helicopter from the government. Till last minute, we were not informed whether they will give the helicopter or not. Early morning, we started by car. Then some of the people called me and told, Sammaka Saraka will be there only till 4 o'clock. The time you have started, whether we don't know, you will reach there. Because they will go to the forest. Then I told, I am going there to support my tribal population, to pray the great goddess of Sammaka and Saraka. So without seeing me, Sammaka, Saraka won't leave to the forest. Definitely they will stay. Exactly 4:30, almost 4:50, they told 5 o'clock they will return. Exactly 4:35 I reached, and I prayed Sammaka Saraka. Why I am telling this is not to pinpoint anybody, but the highest office should be respected. And if it is something is not provided, let them inform. Why the office is treated like this? To my knowledge, I have done justice to my duty, and whatever may be the problems I face, because in the morning, if I see I always thank the print media and the electronic media. Morning, first I see the media and decide about what all the problems the people are facing, and what all the problems which we have to face, which we have to help them, and in what all the ways we have to reach out them. This is not this one only single incident which I mentioned here. We were denied the governor address. I was denied the governor address. I was denied hoisting the flag on the Republic Day. And even now, wherever I go, the protocol is totally not followed. I am not attended, the collector doesn't come and greet us. And I am not bothered, but the office should be respected. So definitely there will be, in the history of Telangana, a governor office, a governor is treated like this. I don't want that history to be written in a negative way. So because first of all, I didn't want to talk about that. But sometimes the reality should be known to the people of the Telangana. I always put all the problems in front of the people of Telangana, and I leave it to the people's opinion. Is it correct? The governor is not allowed to take the opportunity of hoisting the flag on the Republic Day? It is correct. Whether the government, I am not worried, because from that time I am not asking any help from the government for my transport. Wherever I could go by car, I will go. Wherever I could reach out the people by train, I am traveling. But why this is happening? What is the problem? And if at all anything, a good interaction will definitely solve the problems. It is not meant that a governor should accept everything. And it is not the governor who is denying everything, who is not accepting everything. I'm a very reasonable person. I study the matter clearly, and if it is whatever may be the possible, even certain things, I feel the people of Telangana should know about certain things, how the governor office is treated. But in spite of that, I am telling only this is said, some truth should be revealed to the people of Telangana, but I am setting aside this protocol issues or the respect to the highest office, the constitutional office, or to the respect to the, most of the time, the governor's office is humiliated. For example, at home, if the highest elected representative is not coming, they should have informed us. First they informed they will come, and there was no any message from the office whether they are coming or not. The system should be followed. So again I am telling, I don't want to talk about all these things, but I wanted the people of Telangana to know about that, because we cannot hide these things in the history which is going to be written in the pages of Telangana. But in spite of that, as I said to the people of Telangana, I love the people of Telangana, and there is no any personal motives in any of my activities. I can again very strongly say there is no any personal motive on any of my activities. With pure mind, with the affection to the people of Telangana, it is my duty as a first citizen. I have to attend this problem. So only in that way I am attending. I may be humiliated in the Facebook or social media. When I was a politician, it is the curse of some of the women who are coming up in the life. They will be the targets, and they will be humiliated in the social media. When I was a politician also, I was targeted. Even now as a governor also, I am targeted. But I am not bothered about all things. I am a very strong person. Nobody can shatter my strength or my commitment towards the people. And whatever may be the assignment given to me, it is only for the people all my activities will be. And a true relationship and a true friendship between the people can solve most of the problems. But discrimination of any office or anybody, it is not acceptable in this 75th year of independence we are celebrating. But a governor is asked not to talk on a Republic Day. But that didn't put the government on a halt. But governor, in spite of requesting for a speech, it was not given, but I gave a message to the people of Telangana. So whatever may be the hurdles, whatever may be the situation we face, I run a very transparent office, and then they are telling you are conducting Mahila Darbar, what is the follow-up? You are going to the office, to the people hostel, what is the follow-up? I have written letter, but when I went to Bazar IIT, really it was disheartening to see the hostel situation. Disheartening to see the food. It was, in a lighter sense, the vada served to me was so soft. The vada served to the children was so hard. Then the children told, at least from next day we will have, what will the change you will bring? I told, at least the vada will be soft from tomorrow. At least the smallest change which I can say. I am not telling I can bring great changes, because I know the limitation of my duty and line the limitation of my office. But I can motivate and I can initiate something. So I wrote a letter how the hostels are in a very, I should not add adjectives. It is a very poor condition where the children cannot live. They are the future generation. Then some of the hostels, even Telugu University, I point out certain problems, and I have always informed the government. That also I can do as Chancellor. Basara is not under me as a Chancellor, but because of on humanitarian grounds, I went and saw it and interacted with the children. And even now, what all the ways we could solve. Even when we met some of the women with the problem during Mahila Darbar, we always, even now, we are following it up, and we are not running the government so that every problem could be solved, but we are even informed the representatives. But because it is from Raj Bhavan, I don't know whether they are taking it or not. But within our limits, some monetary help we have given, some recommendations to the hospitals we have done, and some help to the studies we have done. But whatever may be, I really thank you all. And my habit is enjoy everything. Whether you give respect, okay. You are not giving respect, okay, no problem. We will do our duty. Let us all united do our duty, and this is whatever may be, as I said, na jeevitam prajala kosame. It is, they cannot say governor should not go there, governor cannot go there. That is no any boundaries for a governor. As a citizen, she can go anywhere, interact with anybody, and go to any place, so that only it's up to the floods. They are saying, if you went to the flood area, what help? By deciding to go to the flooded area, I motivated others to go to the flooded area. That is, indirectly, I have motivated some people to their duty after performing, after initiating certain efforts. So I am really happy to meet you all, and let us all be jubilant. We are celebrating our 75th year of independence, and everyone says, whatever may be the office, my intention is only to tell the people, and my opinion is, whether it is the people representative's office, or whether it is the village sarpanch office, whether it is governor's office, everything is only for the people's service. The basic intention, basic duty of each and every office should be towards the people. Only we are performing in that way only, and I'm really thankful to you all, and I thank my advisors, both of them very senior officers, Sharmaji and Mogantiji, and my secretaries, the Secretary Surendra Mohan Garu, and Joint Secretaries Bhavani Shankar, and Joint Secretary Raghu Prasad, and my media advisor Rajaram, and all my ADCs, Narsima and Rajdeep, and my senior OSD, Sheshagiri Rao Garu, and all my office, from the top office to all my housemates, and even who are all helping me in performing the duty of Rajban towards the people of Telangana. I thank each and everyone, and I thank all the journalists, print, electronic media, and freelance journalists who have come here, and really I'm thankful to Mr. Srinivasa Rao from Hindustan Times, from Ms. Ratna from Siyasat, and Jafar Hussain, and BVN Badma Raj, Badma Duraya, Badma Raj, and Bhuvanaja from Hindi Milap, and Beva Narayanan from Sivansra TV, and Sandeep Reddy from Maha News, Uma Sudhir from NDTV, Jagar from Raj News, and Srinivas from City Vision, and all the journalists and all the friends who have assembled here. And really, I feel and have our opinion, journalism is the fourth pillar of our democracy, and a good politician and a good office will definitely have a very good relationship with the journalists, with the press media, because you are the pillars between the office, the institutions, and the people. And when we want to meet the press, I am always very frank, and I don't want to hide, or I don't want to go away from the press, because we are very straightforward, and my office is very transparent, and my office is doing the duty only for the people. Again, I thank you for your presence here. Let us all have a good lunch. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam, for your inspiring message. Now the interactive session will begin, one at a time, so that the message and the response of Honorable Governor will be clear to all. Otherwise, madam is expert in multitasking, but the message will not be clear if cross-talking or cross-questioning is there. So I request to ask one at a time, so that madam can respond clearly, and the message of madam will be can be understood by all. Okay, thank you.
I think most of them I have cleared, but anyhow, if you want to ask, you ask.
మేడం నమస్తే, నా పేరు శేఖర్, నేను ఐ న్యూస్ నుంచి వచ్చాను. 3 ఇయర్స్ కంప్లీట్ చేసుకున్నందుకు ముందుగా మీకు శుభాకాంక్షలు. 3 ఇయర్స్ కంప్లీట్, ఈ 3 సంవత్సరాల మీ పోస్ట్లో మీరు చాలా విషయాలను ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తావించారు. చాలామందికి మోటివేషన్ అని కూడా చెప్పారు. నిజమే, ప్రతిపక్షాల కంటే మీరే చాలా ఫాస్ట్గా వెళ్తూ ఉన్నారు ప్రజలకి. మీరు ఈ 3 సంవత్సరాల్లో మేజర్గా అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినటువంటి ప్రధానమైనటువంటి సమస్య ఏంటి? ప్రజల నుంచి మీ దృష్టికి వచ్చినటువంటి సమస్య ఏంటి?
Whether any major problem came or all problems are major, I don't know. Because we are facing more, you would have seen, because we have reached out only, we have reached out only the people with certain problems. They are facing so much of problems. First, when I met our Honorable Chief Minister, when he used to come to Raj Bhavan, very infrequently, I always insisted for a good government hospital setup. Recently, you have noticed the tuberculosis cases, and even some of the media, you have noticed there is no any even saline stands in some of the hospitals, and ICU setup I have gone and seen, and even the highest office, I have to say, the director of the government hospital is going and getting admitted in a private hospital. Even the politicians are not taking the government hospitals. Why? My aim is, as a doctor, I have seen people suffering. And the major problem is, even during the pandemic period, I wrote so many letters saying that the people should have the best treatment. They should not be best treatment should not be, that's the right of each and every citizen. That is lacking here. I can say that, because, and another thing, education. This is the state which had the premier institutions, great stalwarts, teachers. But when I visit the universities, this is a basic right of a child to get good education, and that is the investment for the future. So most of the institutions, the teaching faculty, non-teaching faculty, vacant. Hostels are not in a good position. Children are suffering. You would have seen even recently, the food poisoning is more, and even the situation of hostels there. So even though I see more number of problems, my focus is on education and education in and hospitals, and also safety for women. See, these also are problems which more concern for me.
Ma'am,
Madam.
I would like to ask you one question. You said that you didn't wanted this bitterness to continue in terms of the humiliation of the office that is going on with the government. What is your advice to the government as to what steps they can take to ensure that this kind of, bridge is, this kind of, there is no such bitterness continuing? And one more thing, ma'am, since 3 years you have taken up large many activities. Is there something that you want to do more for the state? Is there something in your desire that you'd like to take up for the state?
Yeah, definitely. It's a very good question.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, the reach out should not be from one side, no. Whatever may be, whenever the good relationship with the highest officers, the people will be benefited. I am very confident that I am in the public life for more than 25 years, and because I am a doctor and I am from a political family, and I could reach out the problems in a much better way, and I have some suggestions for solving the problems. So when there is a good relationship between with the highest officers, the interaction will be benefited by the people, will be beneficiary to the people. So, but I don't know how to, whether citizens' problems are solved. First citizens' problem how to solve, I don't know.
Madam.
And as you said, I want all the universities. I always say when I talk to the vice chancellors, the Telangana university should top the country, but more to do for the universities. The younger generation are with dreams. When we conducted a program, essay competition, actually my eyes were with tears when I saw some of the Sulabh children, some of the people, farmers, poor farmers' children, with the parents they came to receive the award. So it gave an opportunity. So the people, the children, the youngsters want to perform, want to grab the opportunities. But what opportunities we are giving? Kindly, I want to inform the government, please concentrate on the universities, concentrate on them, concentrate on the teaching faculty. That is the investment on the future. So immediately if I want to do something, I want to improve the government hospital, because that's the last hope of the poorest and poor, and the teaching institutions, it should be improved.
మేడం నమస్తే మేడం, నా పేరు ఫసియుద్దీన్, సాక్షి పేపర్ నుంచి. సో మీరు గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి వివక్ష ఎదుర్కొంటున్నారు, డిస్క్రిమినేషన్ ఎదుర్కొంటున్నారు అని చెప్తున్నారు. మేము కూడా చాలా వార్తలు రాసినాం, చాలా బాధాకరమైన విషయం అది. సో సిమిలర్గా మీరు రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం, రాష్ట్ర ప్రజల మధ్య వారధిగా మీరు చాలా ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ చేశారు, చాలా చొరవ తీసుకున్నారు. సో రీసెంట్ 1 year నుంచి కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం తెలంగాణ మీద చాలా వివక్ష చూపుతుందని ఒక టాక్ ఉంది. సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ సో తెలంగాణలోని కాళేశ్వరం లాంటి ప్రాజెక్ట్ కానీ, పాలమూరు రంగారెడ్డి లాంటి ప్రాజెక్టుకు, ఇంకా నల్గొండ జిల్లాలో యాదాద్రి థర్మల్ పవర్ ప్లాంట్ నిర్మిస్తున్నారు 4000 megawatts. ఇది కంప్లీట్ అయితే తెలంగాణలో పవర్ సమస్య అనేది దాదాపు ఒక 20 years వరకు రాదు. ఈ కాళేశ్వరం లాంటి ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ కంప్లీట్ అయితే దాదాపు కొన్ని లక్షల ఎకరాలకు సాగునీరు వస్తుందని ప్రభుత్వం అంటుంది. ఇది సడన్గా దాదాపు ఒక 6 months నుంచి ఆగిపోయినాయి ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ అన్నీ. ఆర్ఈసీ, పిఎఫ్సి నుంచి వచ్చే లోన్స్ కేంద్రం ఆపేసింది. సో కొన్ని రాష్ట్రాల విషయంలో రిలీఫ్ ఇచ్చింది, ఎఫ్ఆర్బిఎం సంబంధించి ఏపీ కానీ కొన్ని రాష్ట్రాల్లో ఎఫ్ఆర్బిఎం దాటి వాళ్ళు లోన్స్ తీసుకుంటున్నారు. సో మన తెలంగాణకు సంబంధించి మీరేమన్నా సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్తో చొరవ తీసుకొని ఈ లోన్స్ రిలీజ్ చేయడం కానీ, ఇట్లాంటి కొన్ని పెండింగ్, ఇంకా రీఆర్గనైజేషన్ యాక్ట్లో కూడా చాలా హామీలు ఇచ్చి ఉన్నారు. మీరు గిరిజనుల విషయంలో చాలా చొరవ తీసుకుంటున్నారు. మనకు రాష్ట్రంలో గిరిజన యూనివర్సిటీ ఏర్పాటు చేయాల్సి ఉంది. రీఆర్గనైజేషన్ యాక్ట్లో గవర్నమెంట్ హామీ కూడా ఇచ్చింది. సో ఇట్లాంటి విషయంలో మీరు ఏమైనా చొరవ తీసుకొని ఇవి కంప్లీట్ ఇవన్నీ సాధ్యమైతే యావత్ తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం బెనిఫిట్ పొందుతుంది. సో మిమ్మల్ని కూడా ప్రజలు గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటారు.
It's a very good question. I will answer that. For that only there should be a good relationship. And I will narrate on experience. Recently we had a Southern Zonal Conference. I attended the conference as a Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. 75% of the problems which was added in the agenda was pertaining to Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Honorable Home Minister was there to solve the problems. It was instant solving. I really lauded our Honorable Home Minister for making arrangements for such a program. All the chief ministers were there, all the officials were there, but why the chief minister not attending it? Honorable Home Minister is there to deal the problems. What is the problem with you? So, the way you should deal it, there was an open forum, open invitation for them. All officials were there, were willing to take the agenda. Whether Polavaram or the employment problem, even it was said that even after partition 88 years since, so many problems were unsolved. There was a forum organized by the central government. Honorable Home Minister was sitting in the chair like that. Come on, ask, what is the problem to be solved? Chief Ministers, I demanded something from Tamil Nadu Chief Minister openly, because there are adjacent states. Governors are not attended, or not invited. Only Lieutenant Governor, as a capacity of Lieutenant Governor. But I could observe, because it's a South Zonal Conference. What is the problem for you? So why you are not using that opportunity? Then why are you not having a good relationship with the central government so that you can get things done? Then immediately you will tell, we are, as a governor, we are only constitutional heads. If at all, that's what I am telling, if something is disclosed to me, even now flood situation, even whatever may be, I am informing and I am writing to the Chief Minister. You are telling about the problem solved. As a Chancellor, and when I visited the universities, I have written letter to the Chief Minister. These are the problems. After Bazara inspection visit, I told some suggestions. But if it would have followed that, it wouldn't have faced some of the problems consequently faced. I wanted the children to be taken care of, they are depressed. Even some counselors should be appointed. So many things I have written. So this should not be a blame game for, according to me. For every state, central assistance is there, and a good relation should be there. And why as I said, in the Southern Zone Conference, when there are opportunities to interact, why it is not, that opportunity is not used by the governments? That is my question. I am not an elected representative, but why elected representatives are failing in their duties? I cannot talk like a politician, but politics is everywhere. But when it should be discussed or informed, I should. Because this is my experience which I faced recently.
Ma'am,
Hello.
a follow-up to that question, because you've been telling how Home Minister spoke in the South Zonal.
No, that's what I am telling. There are ministers, there is a forum for the central and state government to talk. There is a forum, there is a system. Governor is only can act as a catalyst. Governor, as you, day before yesterday also somebody spoke in the assembly, governor went to flood, what happened to the central assistance? Before asking, I went there. I went there, and within my capacity as a Red Cross chairman, we rendered help immediately. Some of the organizations came forward, and definitely my visit was benefited. The people were benefited by my visit, I can boldly say. But I am not in the government, no, I can sanction. They were asking me a twin-bedroom house. Where is the twin-bedroom house? They were asking me, can I sanction that? No, only elected representatives can do that. So there is a forum for everything. So there is a system for everything. Let the governments follow, whatever may be, even the central or state. It's a federal setup. That federal relation should be there, no. If there is no relationship with the government and the Raj Bhavan, and no relationship within the central government, politics is politics. Now, it is not that all central government supported states or all are same party ruling. It is a federal setup, and politics may be different. There may be difference of opinion, different ideology. But to focus on people, the government should attend the forum and they follow the system properly to get things done, no? When it is not done, then accusing, then this is not done, the people are not getting, I am not for that. Thank you.
Ma'am, what do you think of the BJP Mukt Bharat slogan? What do you think of the BJP Mukt Bharat slogan?
No, I don't want to answer any political question here.
Whenever you go to districts, you complain about lack of protocol, breach of protocol.
Yeah.
No SP comes there, no district collector comes there. Why are you lying low? Why don't you assert yourself and your position?
Where?
Why don't you assert your position?
No, it is actually, we can wake up a person who is really sleeping. We cannot wake up a person who is pretending to be sleeping. As if they don't know, okay, assertiveness, I will tell, okay, you have to come. They are not coming. Then I can use my power to any extent. But I don't know on whose note they are not coming, why they are not coming. When I know that I don't want to concentrate, so only I told, in spite of all those things, if I am concentrating on that only protocol issue, no, my intention and to help the people and everything will be tarnished. Only that will be focused. So even when our honorable, when our media friends started asking, okay, everyone is seeing, so no, don't ask about that, because repeatedly when it is done, what should I do? I don't want to use such powers in that way, because they know very well they are on why they are doing this. They are an Indian administrative service. I know very well. I know very well all the protocols, how they should follow, what they should follow, to whom they should follow, everything I know. In spite of knowing they are not coming, I don't want to focus, because I am not at the back of them, behind them, so that you give me respect. I am not expecting. I only tell that this office should be respected. This is not Tamilsai. Tamilsai may sit in this chair or not. Okay, tomorrow another governor come. Well, will you follow the protocol or not? Why are not following a protocol? Because I am a woman? Otherwise, I am doing people service. Otherwise, I am not obeying you all in all the ways. Why? Openly come out. I told my office is very transparent. I can give the list of the appointments, how many people I am meeting, what all the parties I am meeting. I am meeting all the parties. It is not only BJP. In fact, I have met BJP people much lesser times than any other parties. So many Congress people I have met, TDP I have met. Even TRS friends, even before they used to come, I have met. All the organizations I have met. Everyone I am meeting. There is no, I am not discriminating. When the appointment list is given, I am not seeing that, oh, this is this party, that party. I know my duty. I am a well-educated person. I am a very social person. I have a very good experience in public life. A governor, how to act. As a governor, I know how to, as a political president, I know. The day I stepped in the Raj Bhavan, I started following what a governor should follow, not a political leader. I am holding in charge of another state also. What all their lieutenant governor duty is entirely different. Governor duty is entirely different. I am doing my governor duty here and lieutenant governor duty there. But I am disheartened to see the people suffering. So many things can be done. Why it is not done? So if it is not known, how a first citizen can talk? How a governor can talk? When an ordinary citizen can talk, why can't a first citizen cannot talk? That is my question.
నమస్తే మేడం, నేను రెహమాన్ జనం సాక్షి పత్రిక నుంచి. గవర్నర్ పదవి రాజకీయాలకు అతీతమైంది. ప్రజా సమస్యల పరిష్కారానికి విభాగాలు ఉన్నాయి. మీరు అందులో జోక్యం చేసుకోవడం వల్ల మీ పరిధి దాటి వ్యవహరిస్తున్నారని ప్రభుత్వ ప్రతినిధులు అంటున్నారు. మీరు దీని మీద
Very good question. I am not interfering at all. I am again telling, I am not a controversial person. I am a constructive person. I am asking one question. somebody come and tell you, you are not elected representative. Somebody coming and telling you, I am suffering from this problem. You go and tell your elected representative. If the elected representative is not reachable, if I am reachable, will you write a letter or will you inform your people representatives of your area, this person came and approached me? That is humanitarian. You cannot tell that, oh no, you go and see your elected representative. Your elected, if not reachable, if I am reachable, if people believe me and tell me, it is the duty of the elected representative, even if a common citizen gives a representation, it is the duty of the elected representative to see it. So if the representation is from the governor's office, I won't see, means that's not correct. So if they are performing, why somebody is coming to the Raj Bhavan office? If everything is done, if every people representative is reachable, why they are coming to governor's office? Why the representation is coming to here? It's an easy job for me. But because it is not done, only they are coming. Again and again telling, I am not interfering with the people representatives' rights and I am not in competition with them. As a common citizen, as a person who is concerned about others, this is the only way I am approaching. That's again and again I said, there is no any personal motive or personal intention, nothing I have. No, I am asking, before that, why the governor was not allowed to hoist the flag? Why there was not a parade? What made them to pass a resolution in the ministry saying that let the governor hoist the flag inside the Raj Bhavan? It's the pride of the country, it's the pride of the state, it's not the right of the governor. All the states had parade. Why the people of Telangana denied that pride? Did any activities took part in the because of COVID? No political gathering was there. COVID was only in Telangana with all political COVID protocols. All the states, I can say, not even a single state denied the hoisting of the flag. Every state had parade with COVID protocol. That was the second phase, second wave. First wave, it's not the first wave, second wave, which was milder, and all the states. Only Telangana is bothered about COVID. Only governor of Telangana should be protected from COVID. All the states had a parade, even central had a parade. I can accept if there was no any political gathering or no any gathering before the Republic Day. Okay. Why can't this keep the seats with social distancing? And what made you then, when my office asked, give the speech, they denied the speech. Governor should not talk. How can they tell like that? First citizen, when this is the celebration of 75th year, we have the right to talk, but then a governor is telling, no, don't talk because we won't give. If they are not giving, should I shut my mouth? Don't I have the right to talk? Should I read only what they give on a Republic Day? I lauded the people of Telangana. I appreciated the farmers. I appreciate the IT professionals. I appreciate the frontline warriors. Nobody came to the Republic Day. Okay, I'm telling. Okay, I conduct the program because of your resolution. I conduct the program at Raj Bhavan. Why didn't you come? What prevented your MLAs not to come? What prevented your MPs? What prevented your councillors? It's an untouchable place, Raj Bhavan? Is it untouchable place, I'm asking? Are you discriminating? I am hoisting my proud flag, proud of my country, pride of my country. I am the first citizen of this state. Why you are not attending? Only all my staff and I hoisted in front of the frontline warriors. I respect the frontline warriors more than you. What made you not to come? Why you didn't come? Okay. Then you won't come, you won't allow, but you won't give the speech also. But you will tell you I should not talk. I will talk as a common, not as a first citizen, as a common citizen of India. I will talk. That is my answer. They cannot.
Hello,
Madam.
Ma'am, on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 10, how do you rate the performance of KCR government? And also the Chief Minister and the TRS are keen on taking the Telangana development model to national level. Do you think it should be?
No, I am not here to grade anybody or give marks to anybody. If I would have, I was an assistant professor in a medical college. If I would have confined to that position, I would have given mark. But I am a very small person to give a mark to the present Chief Minister, according to me. This is whatever may be. But I am telling, I am observing everything. Not as I am not talking politically, but as a common citizen, what all the assurance given to the state. And I am asking, why are you not attending the forum, which an open forum, give an opportunity to solve the problems?
One question.
So people are expecting, and when citizens are expecting, first citizen also expecting. That is my answer.
Madam,
Ma'am,
this is
in
Suryaprakash
recent-
అంటే CVR న్యూస్ నుంచి ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ 3 years కంప్లీట్ చేసినటువంటి మీకు శుభాకాంక్షలు అండి. మొత్తానికి అంటే రాజకీయ అంటే ప్రభుత్వానికి మీకు అంటే రాజకీయ విభేదం ఏర్పడింది. పాడి కౌశిక్ రెడ్డి ఎమ్మెల్సీ పదవిని ఆమోదించలేదని చెప్పేసి, అంటే రాజకీయ నేపథ్యం ఉన్నటువంటి వ్యక్తులు గవర్నర్ కాగలింది, రాజకీయ నేపథ్యం ఉన్నటువంటి వ్యక్తులు ఎమ్మెల్సీ కాకూడదా అని చెప్పేసి ప్రభుత్వం విమర్శలు చేస్తూ ఉంది. అంటే అక్కడి నుంచే గవర్నర్ రాజ్భవన్కి అదేవిధంగా ప్రగతి భవన్కి గ్యాప్ వచ్చినటువంటి పరిస్థితి ఉంది. ఎందువల్ల ఈ పరిస్థితి వచ్చిందంటారు?
Okay, you are targeting my history itself. No problem at all. And because first of all, when I entered also, there was a note from some of the highest office saying that how can a political leader, no. You can take the list from the independence. How many of them, non-political leaders, become the governor? Political leaders can become governor, but they should not do politics after becoming the governor. I know that. I know the boundaries, I know the system, everything. But I am asking one question. I did not deny because he was a politician seeking the permission for becoming an MLC. It was under service quota, and it was the governor's quota under service category. I told this category, he cannot fit into that category. That was my inference. Then government gave another person who could fit into that category. They also didn't deny. They didn't fight. They didn't tell, no, we have recommended a correct person. No. So it is not that if I accept, then I will be given protocol. Then they will come to that home. They will come and give all respect to the governor. If the governor does one correct thing, and if pinpoints one thing, then there won't be any protocol. Then government won't be allowed to address the assembly. Governor won't be allowed to hoist the flag. What is this, na? This is a democratic country. You have the right to deny anything, because if your editor says something, no, this is not correct. You have the right. A basic citizen have a right. As a first citizen, I have also that right. So if I am not following anything, though immediately, then I am a politician, then I am an opposition party person. What is this, na? I have very clearly mentioned that.
Ma'am, in recent times there has been this debate about the office and the role of the governor. And actually it's not even recent times. Over the years, the role of the governor has been questioned. Some people saying, do away with the office of the governor. Do you think it is time now to actually debate this constitutional position that's been given, considering the kind of situations that we have seen in several states?
Yeah, it's also a very good question. But I want to know, instantly some decisions cannot be taken. This is a constitution which has written with so much of discussions and so much of verifications, and governors are governors. And same political parties, when they were in power, they wanted the governor, they respected the governor. If they wouldn't have wanted the governor, why didn't they take a decision when they were in power? Now they are telling, they were giving the representation to the governor, they were appealing to the governors. So whatever may be, when there is a position and there is a constitutional authority and when there is a constitutional responsibility in the constitution, should it be respected or not? That is my question. They all are asking, Governors are doing politics. Then what happened to the chief ministers doing politics like this? Nobody is questioning, because if they are elected representatives, they can do anything. They are asking, no, governors are not doing. I am asking one question. To whole of India, whole of world, is it correct? What is happening in Telangana, is it correct or not? No, role of the governor, that's what I told. What's the role of the governor? Role of the governor is the constitutional head. But if they are not accepting and giving that responsibility or respect to the constitutional head, they are denying the responsibility. And apart from that, I am asking, when they were in power, some of the political parties were in power, what did they decide on the governor post? Governor is a constitutional head, and already I am telling, I boldly say, as a governor, in a smaller way, I am helpful to the people of Telangana. So it is not that governor just like that should be confined. But you are asking whether governor post is needed or office, or what are the boundaries? In what extent the governor can walk? What extent the governor can tour? The what extent the governor can talk? These all should be debated. But according to me, when there is a constitutional provision for a governor, it is the duty of the governor, and each one can, because I may not, another governor may not act like me, but within the limitations, within the boundaries, within the constitutional boundaries, we can act like anything. But when it is denied and when we are opposing, then they cannot say the governors are doing politics.
Madam,
it's highly debatable. It should be debated.
Madam, my name is Srikanth, madam, from Velugu Telugu Daily. In this 3 years term, what is the happiest thing in 3 years term, and what is the saddest thing? Another question is, from last 6 months, many allegations from ruling party leaders. She is acting like politician. She is lost in general election. She visiting flood-related areas. Still, she did not send report to central government for flood help in nature. And how do you feel? And on from few days, Gurukula schools is a food poisoning, and so many students in suffering in health problems, in suffering in hospitals. How do you feel?
Yeah, that's what. It is very disheartening to see the children with food poisoning, getting admitted, bitten by rat, bitten by cat. It is very, very disheartening to see those things. All the institutions should be corrected. That's what. All the institutions and the hostels should be corrected. That is my first appeal. Already I told you. And another thing, what he asked, a politician, like a politician. Huh? No, that's what I am telling. I am openly I am telling. Let them going to the people. If they tell it is a political approach, then let it be political approach. That's all. I am not going in any color. I cannot deny my past. But now I am the governor, and without any color only I am going. If you want to paint me in any color, you can paint. But I am not responsible for that.
So, Madam.
Ma'am, I have a question. I'm Balu Pulipaka from Deccan Chronicle. You had talked about the potential of how history in Telangana, Telangana's history over the last 3 years might be written during your address. Having said that, my question is, how many, let me drill it down. How many times of all the letters that have gone from your office to the government, how many times have you actually received a response? I remember once having a chat with you long back when during the first wave of COVID, we had spoken on the phone. And at that point of time, you said responses don't really come often. So now I'm asking you formally, how many times have you or your office received responses at all? Can you give us a ballpark number? Let's say we have written 600 letters, we have received only 10 responses, something like that. Thank you.
Governor office is not respected, not responded also. That's all I can say.
So, Madam.
In one word, I can say governor office is not respected as well as responded. That's all I can say.
So, Madam Raju, Madam, journalist, Minuguru Telugu Dina Patrika. మేడం ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పినటువంటి విషయాలు రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం అవలంబిస్తున్న విధానాలు ఇవన్నీ మీరు చెప్పారు. కానీ ఇదే రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో అమలు చేస్తున్నటువంటి సంక్షేమ పథకాల విషయంలో మీరు చెప్పినటువంటి కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం నుంచి ఉన్న రిలేషన్స్ ద్వారా అనేకమైనటువంటి పథకాలకి అవార్డులు రివార్డులు ఇస్తున్నటువంటి పరిస్థితి మన స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్కి సెంట్రల్ నుంచి వస్తున్నటువంటి అవార్డులన్నీ చూస్తున్నాం. ఎట్ ద సేమ్ టైం సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ మేడం, గతంలో ఎప్పుడూ లేని విధంగా రాజ్భవన్ని ఒక పొలిటికల్ సెంటర్గా మార్చారు మీరు వచ్చిన తర్వాత అన్నటువంటి ప్రధాన ఎలిగేషన్ మీ మీద ఉంది. దీనికి ఆన్సర్.
Yeah, again, I am telling that because you can see how it is a political center. When it's people centered, always when people are coming, then it will be revealed as a political place. That's all I can say. But these all to be, actually there is a forum to approach that. It's a federal setup. It is not to be asked to the governor. There are people represented from the state and there are people represented from the center, and there is a good forum to argue that, to represent that.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Rishika Sadam from the print.
We will. Can I say how many people immediately, 1 or 2%? If you can raise, then we can close it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Here, Rishika Sadam.
Yeah,
I have two questions. So you've met Prime Minister a couple of times. In your conversation with him, have you ever mentioned the kind of hurdles you're facing, the disturbances, the disturbed relationship with the state government here? If yes, what was his response? That's question number one. And question number two is, there's a lot of debate and talk about the upcoming Hyderabad Liberation Day versus Telangana Integration Day. So how is the governor's office going to address it? How are they going to acknowledge that day and celebrate it, if any plans? Like, would it be a liberation, integration? These are the two questions.
No, my discussions with my higher office is always constructive, not controversial, and I don't want to take petty things to certain level. So I don't want to discuss too much on that. I always have my discussions in a constructive base. And after coming here, I was reading the Telangana agitation about the revolution which took place and the people's spirit which was taken forward to get a new state, and what the political leaders were telling about November 17th. It was a liberation, and most of them, September 17th, what I told? Oh, sorry, September 17th. So, first they accepted it was a liberation. And now because I am not telling without knowing the history, I learned the history. And after learning the history and after knowing everything, and even the people now want to rename it, they are telling about they were liberation only. So it is only taking a different stand because of political reason. But I think Liberation Day will be the correct word. Yeah. No, I am not going for the debate. The way I have perceived, I have some right, no? I have some knowledge, no? So the way I have perceived, the way I have learned, and the way some of the leaders projected.
మేడం నేను తిరుపతిచారి మేడం 10 టీవీ జర్నలిస్ట్ను. నేను తిరుపతిచారిని మేడం 10 టీవీ జర్నలిస్ట్ను. ప్రధానంగా మీరు ఏదైతే కార్యక్రమాలు రాజ్భవన్లో చేస్తున్నారో ఆ సందర్భంగా మీరు ప్రధాని ఫోటోనే పెడుతున్నారు, సీఎం కేసీఆర్ ఫోటో పెట్టట్లేదు అనేది ఒక వివాదం మేడం. దాని మీద మీ కామెంట్ ఏంది? రెండవది, ఇప్పుడు అత్యవసరంగా ఒక చికిత్స సమయంలో దగ్గరున్న హాస్పిటల్కి వెళ్ళాలా లేకపోతే గవర్నమెంట్ హాస్పిటల్కి వెళ్ళాలా అనేది రెండవది మేడం. తర్వాత మీరు గతంలో ఒక మెడికల్ కాలేజీలు తెలంగాణకు 9 మెడికల్ కాలేజీలని మీరు ప్రస్తావించారు. అందులో ఎన్ని కాలేజీలు ఇప్పటివరకు వచ్చాయి, ఇంకే ఎప్పటిలోగా మిగతా కాలేజీలు వస్తాయి?
What he asked? Yeah, that's a very good question. According to me, government hospitals should provide the tertiary care to the people. That is a good index of a government. Even the highest office should boldly walk in the corridors of the government hospital, take the beds of the government hospital, take the treatment of the government hospital. The body, the heart, the brain, the nerves, the blood vessels are all same for the poorest of the poor and the person who is occupying the highest office. So you should, the last citizen should have the hope, the first citizen also should hope that I can go and get the treatment to the government hospitals. So from the beginning, my appeal is the government hospital should be like that. Even the highest office of the same government hospital, I always tell a joke. One person was telling, one person entered a hotel and that person told, oh, my hotel, this vada will be very good, this pongal will be very, very good. So now where are you going? No, I am going to a different hotel to take my breakfast. So when you will tell your hotel will be having a very good vada, very good breakfast, but you won't take the breakfast from your hotel. You will go to another hotel to take the breakfast. It's like that only. So it cannot be like that. Whatever may be the situation, whatever may be, whoever the party rules, it should be par with the private hospitals and people should be very boldly to go to the, should go to the government hospitals and get the treatment. That is my appeal, whatever may be the situation. Second.
Madam, namaste.
This photo they take. This is Raj Bhavan. Usually we are constitutional heads only. Prime Minister and if Chief Minister is attending any program and if it is a program which should be attended by both the Chief Minister and the Governor, that photo can be displayed. Chief Minister will not come, but Chief Minister sort of photo which should be there. What is this? I don't know. If you assure he will come, I will put the photo. Okay, I'll tell him. Okay, because of photo only you are not coming. No problem. Tomorrow I will put the photo, you come.
Madam, namaste.
Both the photos will be there, you come.
Madam, I am Ramulu Kalkuri, 6TV News Channel.
Yeah, one thing. Because whatever may be the information which I got, some of the infrastructure was not adequate to the expectation of the medical council. Because of that only we are not getting, or not otherwise. You give a good infrastructure, definitely we will get, even now we are getting, no problem. So you develop it. I am asking, okay, you are talking about medical college. Why your people representatives are not getting the treatment from government college? Even the medical colleges not with infrastructure. Even the director of a medical college is going and getting admitted in a private college. Then what type of infrastructure you give to the medical colleges? Answer me, then I will answer. 8 or 32, 33, I will get it, no problem. I will try to inform the higher central higher authorities to get it.
Madam, 1 minute. Rahul Garu.
No, that is what I am telling. What all if it is with the infrastructure, even when one medical college was sanctioned from the Chief Minister's University constituency, they sanctioned because after some of the instruments, infrastructure should be developed. So if they would have appealed to the central government with good infrastructure, definitely they are going to sanction. I had a message because they are going to sanction because they wouldn't have had a good infrastructure, whatever may be. But I want, as our Honorable Prime Minister says, each district should have one medical college.
1 minute.
It is the state government to have a good full-fledged medical college set up and appeal, and nobody is going to deny. If it is denied, then we can ask, no problem.
మేడం మీరు స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్ మీరు ఎక్కడ విజిట్ చేసినా కూడా ప్రోటోకాల్ కన్సల్ట్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫీసర్స్ పాటించట్లేదని చెప్తున్నారు కదా, మీరు ఇదే సెంట్రల్ కన్సల్ట్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫీసర్స్ పైన సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్కి ఏమైనా కంప్లైంట్ చేశారా మీ ప్రోటోకాల్ పాటించిన ఆఫీసర్ల పైన?
I don't want to talk more about the protocol. I'm again and again telling.
Okay.
Anybody? Some women, somebody she raised her hand. No? Okay.
No, madam.
మేడం మేడం నేను రాజేష్ ఏబిఎన్ ఆంధ్రజ్యోతి నుంచి.
No, I am regularly following the facilities. I'm interacting with them. Tell me.
మేడం నేను రాజేష్ ఏబిఎన్ ఆంధ్రజ్యోతి నుంచి.
No, I will give the breakup.
మేడం
We are regularly following, but somebody were telling that how they followed. Immediately everything cannot be solved. The government also should take part in certain things. So no, another thing person.
మేడం నేను రాజేష్ ఏబిఎన్ ఆంధ్రజ్యోతి నుంచి. మేడం తెలంగాణకి ఫస్ట్ గవర్నర్.
What? I don't know. You have to only tell. How can I tell? Tell. No, I don't want to compare anybody with me, please. I am doing my duty. Another thing, I am a doctor. I needn't even visit. I can judge how the government hospitals are running by interacting with everybody because I am from the same profession. Okay? Thank you.
మేడం నేను రాజేష్ ఏబిఎన్ ఆంధ్రజ్యోతి నుంచి. తెలంగాణకి ఫస్ట్ గవర్నర్ నరసింహన్ గారు ఉండే. అప్పుడు కేంద్రంలో బీజేపీ అధికారంలో ఉంది, నరేంద్ర మోడీ ప్రధానిగా ఉన్నారు. రెండవ గవర్నర్గా మీరు వచ్చారు. ఇప్పుడు కూడా కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వంలో బీజేపీ ఉంది, నరేంద్ర మోడీ ప్రధానమంత్రిగా ఉన్నారు. నరసింహన్ గవర్నర్గా ఉన్న సమయంలో రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం మంచి రిలేషన్ మెయింటైన్ చేసింది. నరసింహన్తో కానీ తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నమెంట్ కానీ మంత్రులు కానీ ఎమ్మెల్సీలు కానీ స్వయంగా ముఖ్యమంత్రి కానీ నరసింహన్ గారితో మెయింటైన్ చేసిన మంచి రిలేషన్ తమిళసై గారి దగ్గరకు వచ్చేసరికి ఎందుకు మెయింటైన్ చేయట్లేదు? అంటే పర్టికులర్గా పర్సనల్ రీజన్ ఏమైనా ఉందని మీరు అనుకుంటున్నారా? అసలు ఏంది రీజన్ ఏమనుకుంటున్నారు?
I understand, but you that's what I don't want to compare anybody with myself. Okay, probably I didn't have that art. I don't know the art, and I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Just
it's already 1:30 and we are getting delayed.
just the last question. Madam, from Safir TV, regarding the women darbar, is there any plan in future to put any kind of special day for the old city women to bring over here and you can hear their grievances?
In a small way we are reaching out. We are not having a system to follow and all.
Okay.
I have to render moral support. I have initiated.
Okay.
I personally feel the people representatives should do that. But because within our capacity we are doing.
Okay.
And within our capacity we are following.
And
nobody can question the intention.
Okay.
Because the intention is only to give the support, and so many women told that because after we came, some of the family members called because there is a voice to hear that. So you don't go there, we will solve the problem. Even subtly some problems are solved like that also.
And regarding Urdu, like for Urdu, you are the head of all the universities and all, so it's being neglected over the period of time. So what you can do in your power?
Within my capacity, I am improving. Even Raj Bhavan, we intend to have a digital library so that we can reach out the people when there is no internet also. So within our power, within our capacity, we are doing so many things. But these all to be asked to the government, concerned ministers, concerned departments for the development. That is my answer.
Madam, one last question. Recently, one MLA has made comments on other community, which has created tensions in Hyderabad. And he was arrested under the PD Act. How do you see these communal tensions being raised by the political parties or for political benefits? What do you have to say about the arrest or the communal thing?
No, actually, we want a peaceful state. That's all I can say. Either way, whoever may be. So these all should be dealt with the policy makers. We want a peaceful state. That's all I can say. I don't want to make political comments on that.
Okay. Thank you very much, madam. On behalf of Raj Bhavan,
yeah, we have to. I cannot say that I'm totally happy. No, that's what. Personally, what all I talk, I cannot disclose here. But I am always a constructive person. I am not a controversial points I don't take. Thank you.
okay. Uh, Please raise for national anthem. Request all guests to join us for lunch. With the kind permission of Honorable Governor, please rise for national anthem. Honorable Governor of Telangana and Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Dr. Srimati Tamilsai Soundararajan, respected advisors to Governor, Honorable Secretary to Governor, distinguished personalities from print and electronic media, a very good morning to you all. We all know 3 years ago, Madam sworn on the same day, same date. Since then, she has not taken a single day off in the service of Telangana and as well as UT Puducherry. She has visited almost 18 out of the 33 districts. She made even night halts in small places and visited remote habitations, even in the dense forests where Naxal threat is there. Madam regarded the media as fourth pillar of democracy, and Honorable Governor has always been strong supporter of the media and its role in fighting all exploitation and discrimination, as well as promoting an equitable and enabling society. Madam felt incredibly delighted to have released her first year and second year coffee table books on the activities as the Governor of Telangana, published by Raj Bhavan in the presence of media friends. The schema of today program will be like this. Honorable Madam, the Secretary to Governor will give introductory remarks about today's program. Then Honorable Governor will release coffee table book and short video documentary on the third year activities. Then the short video film will be played. Then the volunteered media person will be speaking for 2 to 3 minutes from all English, Telugu, Urdu and Hindi media and as well as electronic media. Then Honorable Governor will give her speech. After that, interaction with media personnel will be there. After that, we'll all have lunch. This is the program. Now I request Secretary Sri Surendra Mohan Garu to give introductory remarks about this program.
Honorable Governor of Telangana and Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Dr. Srimati Tamilsai Soundararajan Garu, respected advisors to Governor, other distinguished guests from print and electronic media, and other dignitaries and friends. It is my great pleasure and honor to invite you all to this interactive program with the Honorable Governor on the occasion of beginning of 4th year of Honorable Governor. In this program, Honorable Governor will release coffee table book in both physical and electronic forms titled Rediscovering Self in Selfless Service, a photographic depiction of her activities during the 3rd year in office. Madam will also release a short video documentary covering all the 3rd year activities. Honorable Governor Dr. Srimati Tamilsai Soundararajan's 3rd year in office is almost totally covered in both of these crisply and comprehensively. Honorable Governor's systematic approach to the successful adoption of improvements in institutional systems for the benefit of the general public greatly inspires me. Working with Honorable Governor is undoubtedly challenging one, and at the same time, it gives ample opportunity to hone our skills. It has been a very good learning experience for all of us at Raj Bhavan. She takes care for the well-being of Raj Bhavan Parivar as the family head. She provided all required facilities to the staff of Raj Bhavan, including master health checkup to all. I want to thank Honorable Governor Ma'am for her continuous guidance to us in an effective completion of the task given, and I, on behalf of all Rajbhavan Parivar members, wish Honorable Governor Ma'am all the best in her future endeavors. Finally, I thank one and all for gracing the occasion.
Thank you, sir. Now, Honorable Governor will release the e-book. I request Honorable Governor to kindly release the e-book. Books ready పెట్టుకోండి ఏది ఇక్కడ books ready. Now I request Honorable Governor to kindly release the third year coffee table book, Rediscovering Self in Selfless Service, the third year activities of Honorable Governor supporting silent sufferers. I request Honorable Advisors of Governor to join for release of the book. And a few media friends also requested to come over the dais for release of the book. Thank you very much, madam. Thanks to honorable advisors and media friends for joining us in release of the book. Now, I request honorable governor to release the brief video documentary depicting the few of many important activities that were taken up by honorable governor during the third year tenure as governor.
From the day one, Dr. Tamilsai Soundararajan assumed the charge as the governor of Telangana state on September 8 in 2019. She has been relentlessly striving to transform the Raj Bhavan as the Praja Bhavan. A huge number of more than 50,000 people from different walks of life have visited the Raj Bhavan on different occasions during the last 3 years. Now everybody in the state can proudly feel that this is their Praja Bhavan, and they started calling her as the Praja Governor, as she connects with a host of different sections of the people and tours the nook and corner of the state. Suggestion and grievance box was also set up in front of the Raj Bhavan to help the people to represent their issues and suggestions, and it has become a huge success. The Raj Bhavan is now highly accessible to the women, the tribal people, especially the particularly vulnerable tribal groups, downtrodden people, students, journalists, philanthropists, underprivileged sections, and many others. She is highly educated with higher professional qualifications in medicine and is truly a multifaceted, multi-talented personality and is good at multitasking with admirable qualities. She is the governor of great repute to Telangana state and lieutenant governor of Puducherry. She is a doctor, author, speaker, motivator, teacher at the medical college, TV program presenter, orator, counselor, administrator, activist, philanthropist, and a change maker. She made a mark on her own in each of these fields. Some of her major initiatives and activities for women include holding Mahila Darbar, where hundreds of women from a cross-section of the society turned up to pour out their grievances of different sorts. There was a follow-up Mahila Darbar to track the progress in solving the grievances received at the earlier Mahila Darbar. It has become a regular and grand feature at Raj Bhavan to celebrate International Women's Day. The governor also attended Nurses' Day celebration and Mother's Day celebration and honored them for their services and sacrifices. Health and hygiene kits distribution is a regular feature during her visits. She addresses numerous meetings and conclaves on women empowerment, which is one of her passionate subjects. She also honored the women achievers from different fields. Feeling aghast and breaking the shackles of protocols, she went to the house of Disha, a veterinarian who had been brutally gang raped and murdered. She consoled the victim's parents. For the women of Telangana in particular, and the people in Telangana in general, Dr. Tamilsai Soundararajan is their sister. Her boundless love for the Telangana people and culture reflects in many activities. Some of them include, it is for the first time in the history of Raj Bhavan, the Telangana's most popular traditional festival of flowers, Batkama celebrations are being organized. For the past 3 years, women from different sections are taking part in the festivities along with the governor. Governor carries the traditional bonum on her head and offers to the presiding Nallapochamma at Raj Bhavan temple every year. She also visits the famous Mahankali temple at Secunderabad to offer prayers during the Bonalu festival. Braving all odds and travelling from Hyderabad by road, the governor visited the Sammakka Saralama Jatra, the biggest tribal fair of Asia, at Medaram in the thick Dandakaranya forest. She is the first governor in history to visit Medaram. The governor, besides visiting the Kakatiya architectural marvels like the Thousand Pillar Temple and Chaya Someshwara Temple, also visited the Chandupatla village in Nalgonda district to pay her respects to the memory of the legendary Kakatiya queen Rani Rudrama Devi. She visited the famous Jnana Saraswati temple at Basra in Nirmal district too. The governor felicitated and honored Kinnar Metla musical instrument exponent Mogi Laiha and Gusadi dance exponent Kanakaraju on being conferred with the prestigious Padma Shri award. All the major festivals that Telangana celebrates like Sankrantri, Ugadi, Rakhi, Dashara, Deepavali are also celebrated with festive fervor and gaiety. The governor performs the first puja at Telangana's biggest Ganesh idol at the famous Khairtabad Ganesh Pandal. She took part in the celestial Sri Rama Pattabhishekam ceremony at the famous Bhadrachalam Sri Sita Rama temple. True to her love and respect towards Telangana art, culture and traditions, the governor chose to present a uniquely made traditional lantern made by artisans in Adilabad to Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji during his visit to Raj Bhavan recently. She extended a grand reception to the Honorable Prime Minister. She takes a lot of personal interest in protection and promotion of Telangana art, culture and traditions. The governor's another major passion subject is tribal welfare and their empowerment. As part of a pilot project, the governor adopted 2 remote tribal habitations, each in 3 districts, Bhadradri Kottagudam, Nagar Karnool and Adilabad. She made daring visits deep into the thick jungles to visit the remote tribal habitations of the particularly vulnerable tribal groups people at Appapur and Pusukunta. She interacted with the Chenchus and Kondareddy Adivasi tribal groups people there and launched a series of developmental initiatives. The governor involved the National Institute of Nutrition, IRCS, ESIC Medical College, Health University and other agencies in this mission. Bike ambulances were distributed, Rajshri birds were given to them, safe drinking water facilities were provided while extending financial help to them to construct the community halls. Paralegal training was also given to the volunteers from Adivasi tribal people. Mahua nutritional laddus were also distributed at the Adivasi tribal habitations. Dr. Tamilsai Soundararajan also sanctioned an amount of rupees 1.4 crores for her discretionary grants for the creation of infrastructure in 6 adopted PTG villages. She sanctioned rupees 20 lakhs to build a 20-bed ward at the IRCS blood bank in Bhadrachalam for children suffering from thalassemia. It is interesting to know that the governor interacted with the tribal youth who got arrested and were in a police station through video conference. With an objective to dispel the vaccine hesitancy among the tribal people, the governor took her second dose of COVID vaccination along with the tribal women in tribal habitations in Rangareddy district. She has visited and supported the Adivasi Musical Instruments exhibition and museum in Hyderabad. Education is one of her major areas of interest. Being the Chancellor of State Universities, it is a constant drive to transform the state as the #1 in quality higher education. She also motivates and guides the administrators of the universities to ensure better rankings for the state universities at the national and international level. Regular reviews with the Vice Chancellors, promoting online education during the COVID, launching the Chancellor Connects initiative to connect with the students during the pandemic, and launching the Chancellor Connects alumni are some of her major initiatives in this regard. The governor has also been addressing series of convocations at different universities and colleges with an objective to present degrees and motivate students and scholars. The governor personally visited the IIIT at Basar, where the students brought their grievances to her notice. The governor also visited the Telangana University at Nizamabad and had interacted with the faculty and students. She visited Agriculture University and many other universities to galvanize the innovations, research, creativity and academic atmosphere in the campuses and to motivate and inspire students. Chancellor Connects Alumni is a unique initiative to mobilize support for the universities through the active participation of the alumni. The Raj Bhavan has also conducted essay writing competitions on the topic of My Vision for India at Centenary for the students of the state as part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations. She presented prizes and certificates to a total of 75 winners from the state on the occasion of Independence Day celebrations at Raj Bhavan. The governor is an ardent promoter of the National Education Policy 2020 and addressed a host of national seminars on the topic. Through an initiative titled Donate a Device, the governor is mobilizing the donation of laptops, tabs to distribute among the needy students who cannot afford to buy one. Around 100 laptops and tabs were presented to the needy students to help them continue online learning. The governor also distributed some laptops from her discretionary grants. Not deterred by the challenges, the governor undertook train journeys to districts to visit flood-affected and to meet the tribal people. Similarly, the governor travelled by train to Nizamabad to visit IIIT at Basir and to reach out to the students to hear their grievances and assure them of all support to help them continue with their academics in the best of the conditions. Dr. Tamilsai Soundararajan takes up extensive service and outreach activities to reach out to the unreached and to be a voice to the voiceless. She has also sanctioned Rs 10 lakh each to AIMS BB Nagar and TB Society of Telangana. The grant aims to promote research studies on fluoride-affected pregnant women and the dreaded disease of TB. The governor, being a doctor herself, ventured into the COVID ward at the NIMS to visit doctors undergoing treatment during the peak of the first wave of the pandemic. It was the most courageous and first ever such visit into the COVID ward by any VIP in the country. Her visit improved the morale of the doctors, paramedical staff and the patients alike in the state. She had also mobilized huge relief materials for the distribution among the COVID affected in the state. The governor offered telemedicine service and Dial Your Governor to help and guide the needy. During one of her flight journeys, Dr. Tamilsai attended to a fellow traveler who fell sick in the mid-air and saved his life by offering medical care as a qualified doctor. She is leading the Telangana Sainik Welfare Board in an exemplary manner and is striving to provide improved facilities and other benefits to retired soldiers, thus paying due respect to the service and sacrifice of the soldiers. As a true patriot and feeling it as a bounden duty, she herself received the mortal remains of Colonel Santosh Babu and the other martyred soldiers who were martyred while protecting our country and paid homage to them. Armed Forces Flag Day and fundraising is also carried out to support the armed forces personnel and their families. As the head of the family, that is Raj Bhavan Parivar, Dr. Tamilsai Soundararajan takes a personal care in empowering the women of the Raj Bhavan by offering them self-employment training in the spirit of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Now they are earning around 25,000 rupees per month and are economically independent. She selects and buys the saris for the Raj Bhavan Parivar women as the Batkama festival gift from a personal site. The governor also initiated Raj Bhavan Annam, a free nutritious breakfast to the children of Raj Bhavan school and for the sanitation and other municipal staff and other needy staff who work in and around Raj Bhavan. Keeping in with the respect of Indian traditions and culture, Dr. Tamilsai Soundararajan started a Gaushala in Raj Bhavan. There were a host of events celebrating the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav at Raj Bhavan, and the governor attended many events like Rashtriya Samskriti Mahotsav in Warangal and launched the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav also in Warangal. The logo of 75 years of independence was also inaugurated in the Raj Bhavan. The governor regularly visits and reviews a host of central government institutions in Telangana. There is an excellent connect with the institutions like the NIN, CCMB, IICT, NIRT, Midhani, DRDO, Ekurset to name a few. Besides performing her constitutional responsibilities like administering the oath taken to cabinet ministers, Chief Justice of Telangana High Court, hosting the Honorable President of India, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Chief Justice of India and foreign dignitaries during their visit to Raj Bhavan in an exemplary manner, Dr. Tamilsai Soundararajan always keen to be one among the people. She is always among the people and is for the people with special focus on the commoners and their welfare. She acts like a catalyst in the all-round development of the Telangana, the youngest state of the country. She is a champion of women's rights and is duly honored as the top 20 global women of excellence by the US-based multi-ethnic task force on this eventful day of her completing 3 years in office as the governor of Telangana state. Let us all wish and pray for a continued good health, happiness and to succeed in her mission to ensure a pride of place for Telangana.
In fact, all these we have seen, all these you know all these things. You have been reporting and we have been reading and viewing from print and electronic media all these activities, and we struggled a lot to select a few because there are many activities of Honorable Governor, and it was a challenging task for us to prepare this in a crisp manner for 10 to 12 minutes. Now, I request Mr. A. Srinivas Rao from Hindustan Times to speak for a few minutes.
Good morning, friends. First of all, let me congratulate Honorable Governor Tamilsai Soundarajan for completing her eventful third year. Yeah, well, Raj Bhavan has never been a beat for journalists. I've been covering, I've been in this field for the past 3.5 decades, but I have never been standing in front of other friends, addressing them from the dais of Raj Bhavan. We have been coming to Raj Bhavan. I mean, it was never a beat actually, but only on a very few occasions, like swearing in ceremony of ministers or swearing in ceremony of chief justices and judges of High Court. But Raj Bhavan was Raj Bhavan. It was completely shut for journalists or other common people. It was never a Praja Bhavan. And there are not many occasions we entered this Raj Bhavan, except, as I said, except on a few occasions. I still remember, but of course there were events, which turbulent events which Raj Bhavan has witnessed. I still remember we sitting in front of Raj Bhavan all through the night in this 1995 August crisis, change of governance. But we hardly entered Raj Bhavan except on uncertain occasions. But in the last 3 years, I think things have changed a lot. We've been coming here, covering a lot of events, and governors also had never been into public. They were all surrounded by police people and protocol formalities. But in the last 3 years, I think everything has changed. Honorable Governor Tamilsai has been going to villages, meeting people, in spite of lack of protocol and other facilities. She has been traveling from place to place, and it was a pleasant experience for everybody. And I think this has really become a Praja Bhavan. People are not hesitating to enter this once upon a time a fort. Now it's a People's Bhavan. I think I must congratulate Dr. Tamilsai for this complete change in the system here, and I wish her all the best in the coming years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Srinivas Rao, for your kind words. Now I request Ms. Ratna Chatrani, Siyasat, to speak a few words.
Honorable Governor, Srimati Soundarajanji, and all the officials, first of all, thank you. I think this is the first time I have come across 5 or 6 governors in my entire career, but this is the first time that we've got an opportunity to talk before a governor to tell about what she has done. So thank you, ma'am. This is really a wonderful opportunity. My experiences about Raj Bhavan, like my colleague just said, has been like a fort earlier, but I think this is the first time that a governor has opened her doors to the public, to the media. Thank you, ma'am, for that. My experiences about her proactiveness in whether it is the administration or keeping government on the toes is a first-time experience. Ma'am, congratulations for that, because you have taken up very important issues, whether it was the Ibrahim Patnam case, or whether it was the molestation case of Jubilee Hills, or whether it was going to the tribal hamlets. We have been covering it all. I think I have never seen any governors in the past do that. And the way you have opened up the Mahila Darbar, that is, as a woman, I would say, is a very big opportunity for women to come and express their grievances and, you know, take you as one among themselves. Thank you, ma'am. There have been many, many wonderful experiences hearing about you, whether it was the flight, you know, the thing that you took up for that person who was traveling with you, or whether it was taking up, distributing laptops to the poor people. I think I could go on and on, but due to time constraints, ma'am, congratulations. You have been doing a wonderful job. Wishing you very, very many successive years, and all these activities that you have taken, I'm sure people are going to never forget you for that. Congratulations, ma'am. And ma'am, just one more word I would like to tell you. There were students at Basar who said they found you a better opposition than the opposition. So I think that's wonderful news for people to feel that the governor is, taking them as their own. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam. Now I request somebody from Telugu print media to speak a few words. Will you speak from there or will you come here? Please come. Urdu media. Okay, please come. Your name, please?
You can tell your suggestions also. It's not only appreciation.
Syed Jafar Hussain. Syed Jafar Hussain from? Sadai Hussain.
आप सबको आदाब, क्योंकि हमारे हिंदुस्तान की उर्दू ज़बान है और उर्दू सहाफ़त से मेरी वाबस्तगी है, तो मैं मोज़िस मोहतरमा जनाब तलिस्मा डॉक्टर साहिबा की खिदमत में 3 साल की तकमील पर मुबारकबाद देते हुए आप तमाम को मुबारकबाद देता हूं कि हमारी रियासत तेलंगाना में उर्दू दूसरी सरकारी ज़बान है, तो हम चाहेंगे कि इसकी भी तर्जुमानी इस प्लेटफॉर्म से की जाए। तो मैंने सोचा कि उर्दू में ही बात की जाए, क्योंकि अभी मुझसे पेशरो मोहतरमा ने उर्दू अखबार से नुमाइंदगी की, बट उन्होंने इंग्लिश में तकरीर की। तो मैं क्योंकि उर्दू से वाबस्ता हूँ, तो चाहूँगा कि मैं उर्दू में अपनी बात कहूँ कि आपके 3 साल की तकमील में हमारी नौ रियासत में जो तरक्यात हुए हैं उसका जिक्र आप करे हैं, मगर जो हालात बने हैं वो रियासत की तरक्की के लिए मरकज़ी हुकूमत के माबैन आप जो ब्रिज का काम करते हैं, यानी मतलब जो पुल का काम करते हैं, मैं चाहूँगा कि उसमें आप मज़ीद और अच्छा करें, ताकि हमारा नौ मौलूद जो नई रियासत है उसमें किस तरह से डेवलपमेंट आए, किस तरह से तरक्की की जाए। उर्दू सहाफ़त का जो है यहाँ पर बोर्ड भी होने चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारी दूसरी ज़बान उर्दू है रियासत की। तो मैं उर्दू सहाफ़ियों की जानिब से आपकी खिदमत में मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ, और आपने जो पहल की कि अवामी मसाइल भी आप तक पहुँचाए जाए, राजभवन के बाहर आपने एक बहुत अच्छा काम किया कि हर आदमी आप तक पहुँच सकता है, जिस तरह हम सहाफ़ी पहुँचते हैं आम आदमी भी पहुँचता है। तो ये इस काम पे मैं आपको मुबारकबाद देता हूँ। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। मैं जाफ़र हुसैन, अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू।
Thank you, Janab Jafar Hussain Sahab. Now I request somebody from Telugu print media to come over and speak. Mr. BVN Padmaraju from Nava Telangana.
కార్యక్రమ అధ్యక్షులు, గవర్నర్ గారు, తర్వాత సెక్రటరీ సురేంద్ర మోహన్ గారు, మిత్రులందరికీ నమస్కారం. మొదటగా 3 సంవత్సరాలు పదవీకాలం పూర్తి చేసుకున్నటువంటి గవర్నర్ గారికి ప్రింట్ అండ్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ మీడియా మొత్తం తరఫున శుభాకాంక్షలు అండి. మేడం, ఒక 15 సంవత్సరాల జర్నలిజంలో ఇప్పుడు చాలామంది పెద్దలు చెప్పారు, ఒక 3.5 దశాబ్దాల జర్నలిజం కెరీర్లో రాజ్భవన్ ఎప్పుడూ చేరుకోలేదు, ఏదో చిన్న చిన్న అకేషన్స్ తప్పితే, ఫార్మాలిటీస్ తప్పితే మిగతా రాలేదని. మా ఫీలింగ్ కూడా అదే. 15 సంవత్సరాలు కంప్లీట్ అయ్యి 16 సంవత్సరాలకు వస్తున్నటువంటి జర్నలిజం ఫీల్డ్లో రాజ్భవన్ ఇంత దగ్గరగా చూసినటువంటి దాఖలాలు ఎప్పుడూ లేవు. ఫస్ట్ టైం మీరు ఆ అవకాశాన్ని కల్పించారు. రెండవది, మీరు ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ ఏంటంటే, ఒకటి ఆ రాజ్భవన్లో గవర్నర్ గారు అంటే కొన్ని అకేషన్స్ అంటే ప్రమాణ స్వీకారాలు, తర్వాత ఇతరత్ర కొన్ని ఆగస్టు 15 జనవరి గారికి సంబంధించిన కొన్ని అంశాలకే పరిమితం తప్పితే హ్యూమానిటీ గ్రౌండ్లో కామన్ పీపుల్కి ఏం కావాలనేటువంటి అంశాలు ఇప్పటివరకు ఎక్కడ ఎవరు చూడలేదు. కానీ మీరు ఆ మానవతా దృక్పథంతో ఒక గిరిజన మహిళలు, ముస్లిం మహిళలు, పేద మహిళలకు హక్కును చేర్చుకొని ఒక ప్రజా దర్బార్ నిర్వహించి దాంతోపాటు క్షేత్రస్థాయికి వెళ్ళడం అనేది గొప్ప ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ అండి. అది అధికారులందరూ కూడా మీ యొక్క ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ తీసుకుంటే ఎక్కువ సత్ఫలితాలు వస్తాయనేటువంటిది మా యొక్క ఆశాభావం. రెండోది, మీలో నేను చూసింది ఏంటంటే, పర్టికులర్గా నేను చాలా అబ్జర్వ్ చేసిందంటే, దేశ భాషలందు తెలుగు లెస్స అని శ్రీకృష్ణదేవరాయలు గారు చెప్పారు. కానీ ఇప్పుడు దేశ భాషలో తెలుగు లెస్ అయిపోతుంది. మీరేం చెప్పారంటే మొట్టమొదటిగా రాగానే నేను తెలుగు నేర్చుకుంటాను, తెలుగులోనే మాట్లాడతాను, తెలుగులోనే ప్రెస్ నోట్లు పంపిస్తాను చెప్పారు. అది గొప్ప ఇన్స్పిరేషన్. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు మా తెలుగు పేపర్లకు దశ పోతుంది, క్రమక్రమంగా ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం పిల్లలు ఎక్కువైపోతున్నారు, తెలుగు చదివే వాళ్ళు తక్కువ అవుతున్నారు. ఈ క్రమంలో మీరు కొత్త జనరేషన్స్కి నేను తెలుగు నేర్చుకుంటాను, తెలుగు మాట్లాడతానని చెప్పారు. ఆ విధంగా మీరు ముందుకెళ్తున్నారు, ఆ విధంగా తెలుగులో మాట్లాడటం కోసం ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నారు. కాబట్టి ఆ రకంగా తెలుగు పేపర్ల తరఫున మీ అందరికీ మరొకసారి శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలుపుతూ ధన్యవాదాలండి.
థ్యాంక్ యూ పద్మరాజు గారు. మీకు తెలియజేసేది ఏంటంటే మీరు మాట్లాడింది మొత్తం గవర్నర్ గారికి అర్థమైంది. ఇంకా వేరే మేమేమి ఇంగ్లీష్లో చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరం లేకుండానే అంత బాగా వారు తెలుగు అర్థం చేసుకోవడం నేర్చుకున్నారు. కొంచెం మాట్లాడడం లోపల ఈ పుదుచ్చేరి ఎడిషనల్ ఛార్జ్ రావడంతో అక్కడ కొంతకాలం ఉండటం దానివల్ల కొంత ఇదైంది, కానీ ఇప్పటికి కూడా తెలుగు బాగా మాట్లాడగలుగుతున్నారు. మాతృభాష లాగా కాకపోయినా చాలా వరకు బాగా మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. నౌ ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ somebody from Hindi print media. If anybody is there, they can volunteer. He or she can volunteer to speak. If nobody is there, then electronic from, please come. Your name, please. Bhavana. You are from? Hindi. Okay, thank you.
मेरा सभी को नमस्कार। मैं हिंदी मीडिया का प्रतिनिधित्व करती हूँ, तो मैं हिंदी में अपनी बात रखना चाहूँगी। बाकी मीडिया वालों के लिए मैं क्षमा मांगती हूँ अगर उन्हें मेरी बात समझ ना आए तो। मुझे हैदराबाद आए हुए 3 साल हो गए हैं और राजभवन में मेरा ये शायद तीसरा प्रोग्राम होगा जो मैं कवर कर रही हूँ। सबसे पहले थैंक यू सो मच मैम। मेरा ज़्यादा इंटरेक्शन तो नहीं हुआ है बाकी लोगों से। मेरा जो अनुभव है वो आप लोगों के मुकाबले बहुत कम है और इस मुकाबले में ज़्यादा कुछ तो नहीं कहना चाहूँगी, बिकॉज़ इन 3 सालों में मैंने राज्यपाल के द्वारा जो भी गतिविधियाँ देखी हैं, जो उन्होंने किया है, शायद वो जर्नलिस्ट वालों के लिए हो या महिलाओं के लिए हो या बच्चों के लिए हो या एजुकेशन हो, कोई भी फील्ड हो, बाकी शहरों के मुकाबले मुझे वो बहुत अच्छा लगा एंड इसके लिए भी मैं आपकी बहुत आभारी हूँ मैम। थैंक यू सो मच।
धन्यवाद मिस भावना जी।
Honorable Governor ji, 4வது வருஷத்துக்கு வரவேற்பு உங்களுக்கு. I was privileged to report Tamil Nadu Congress Committee Chief Sri Kumari Ananthan Garu, father of our governor, and my first television was from Kumari Vasantan Garu, uncle of our governor, and both are known for their smiles, and I could see her smile every time. She carries the strength of those two politicians, and I request her to be strong and to continue her smiles and serve the state. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Bhavanarayana Garu. Now I request somebody from electronic media to come over and speak. Please come, please. No, it's a... No. Thank you. Sandeep Reddy, Mahanews.
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ ఎవ్రీవన్. ముందుగా తెలంగాణ గవర్నర్ తమిళిసై సౌందరరాజన్ గారికి 4వ వసంతంలోకి అడుగుపెడుతున్నందుకు ముందుగా మా మహా న్యూస్ తరఫున అలాగే తెలంగాణ మీడియా తరఫున శుభాకాంక్షలు చెల్లిస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ గతంలో ఇక్కడ రాజ్భవన్ వేదికగా ఎన్నో వేడుకలు జరిగాయి. అయితే ఎటోమ్ కానీ గణతంత్ర దినోత్సవం కానీ స్వాతంత్ర దినోత్సవాలు కానీ ప్రమాణ స్వీకారాలకు మేము హాజరయ్యారు. కానీ మీరు వచ్చిన తర్వాత కూడా మేము మహిళా దర్బారే కానీ మీరు తరచూ చేసే ప్రజా సమస్యలపై పర్యటన, చించుల భూములకు సంబంధించి, అలాగే వాళ్ళు ఇబ్బంది పడుతున్న సమస్యలపై కూడా మీరు చేసిన పోరాటం పట్ల, అలాగే మహిళా దర్బార్ పట్ల మీరు చూపెట్టిన పారదర్శకత ఎంతోమందికి కూడా ఇక్కడ కేవలం రాజ్భవన్ అంటే కేవలం వేడుకలకు కాకుండా సమస్యలకు కూడా ఇక్కడ ఒక పరిష్కారం దొరుకుతుందనేది కూడా వారికి ఒక చక్కటి వాళ్ళకు ఒక అవకాశం దొరికింది. దానికి గాను కూడా ఎంతోమందికి కూడా రాజ్భవన్ వెళ్తే తమ సమస్యలు పరిష్కారం అవుతాయి. కేవలం ఒక వేడుకలకు కాకుండా ఇది ఒక పరిష్కారాలకు ఒక నిలయం అన్నది కూడా అందరికి కూడా తెలంగాణ ప్రజలకు కానీ ఎవరికైనా సరే. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఎంతోమందికి మాకు కూడా ఎంతో అవకాశం వచ్చింది. మేము ఇక్కడ ఫస్ట్ టైం మాకు కూడా మీతో కలిసి వేదికను పంచుకోవడం కూడా మేము చాలా అదృష్టంగా భావిస్తున్నాం. ముందుగా కూడా మీరు తెలంగాణ ప్రజలకు ఏదైనా సమస్యలు ఉంటే పరిష్కారం చేసేవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సందీప్ రెడ్డి గారు. మేడం సమస్యల పరిష్కారంలో ఎప్పుడూ ముందుంటారు. సమస్యలు వారి దృష్టికి వస్తే ఖచ్చితంగా వాటిని పరిష్కరించే దిశగా సాధ్యమైనటువంటి ప్రయత్నాలన్నీ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు.
A very good morning to all of you. First of all, congratulations, ma'am, for completion of 3 years of office. Srinivas mentioned that we don't come to, Raj Bhavan very often, and I think that's very good news, which means that Raj Bhavan is not in the middle of politics and not in the news for the wrong reasons. We come here for all the right reasons, and that's, I think, a great credit-worthy thing. And why I thought I must chip up and come here also is because I think, ma'am, you have come across beyond your, Ratna also mentioned about you being like an opposition. I think you have raised all the issues as a citizen, first citizen, and been very accessible. And more than that, I think, I don't know whether you realize it, but because of your very down-to-earth nature and a very endearing way of dealing with people, I think you have many fans in the state beyond politics. It doesn't have to do with any your political origins or otherwise, but I think that has been something which we all really appreciate. And the fact that you have spoken out on issues without necessarily seeming political at all, and felt that wherever it was important for you as for a citizen of the state to speak up, you have done that. And that's something very, very credit-worthy without wearing any halo is what I'm thinking, political halo. And so for a politician, it's probably political careers that we speak about, but I think your governorship has been that way very remarkable, and many congratulations on it. And I wish you many, many more years of public service in whichever party you are, in whatever role you take up. And thank you so much for inviting us all as media journalists. Please, thank you.
Thank you, Uma garu. If nobody is there, then I'll request Honorable Governor to give her address.
Nobody is there. Everybody is there.
No, nobody is there to speak, actually. Okay. Thank you. Okay, you want to speak? Please.
Good morning to all. గవర్నర్ గారు 3 వసంతాలు పూర్తి చేసుకొని వారి పదవి కాలం 4వ వసంతంలోకి పెడుతున్న సందర్భంగా వారికి శుభాకాంక్షలు. మీడియా మిత్రులందరికీ కూడా నమస్కారాలు. ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చిన రాజ్భవన్ సిబ్బందికి, మేడం గారికి కృతజ్ఞతలు. మేడం, మీరు ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఏదైతే ఇక్కడ చేస్తున్నారో కార్యక్రమాలు, వాటన్నిటికీ చాలా బాగా మేము ఇన్స్పైర్ అయ్యాం మేడం. అంటే లైక్ ఉమెన్ దర్బార్ కానీ, మీరు ట్రైబల్స్ ఇష్యూస్ కోసం వెళ్ళి విజిట్ చేసిన సమస్యలు కానీ, మేడారం జాతర కోసం వెళ్ళిన ఇది కానీ, ఫ్లడ్స్ విషయంలో ముఖ్యంగా ఫ్లడ్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఒక ట్రైన్ జర్నీ చేసినప్పుడు మీ సింప్లిసిటీ మాకు చాలా బాగా నచ్చింది మేడం. అంటే జనరల్గా ఎవరైనా గవర్నర్స్ కానీ మినిస్టర్స్ కానీ ఏంటంటే ప్రోటోకాల్ చూస్తారు. ప్రోటోకాల్ విషయంలో కానీ ఇట్లాంటి ఏ సమస్యలు వచ్చినా కానీ సింపుల్గా బాసర వెళ్ళినా కానీ ట్రైన్లో వెళ్ళారు, కొత్తగూడెం వెళ్ళే ట్రైన్లో వెళ్ళారు. అసలు మేడం ఏంటి, గవర్నర్ మేడం హెలికాప్టర్లో కానీ కాన్వాయ్లో కానీ వెళ్ళాలి, కానీ ఇంత సింప్లిసిటీగా ట్రైన్లో వెళ్తుంది. ఇట్లాంటి విషయాల పట్ల మేము చాలా ఇన్స్పైర్ అయ్యాను మేడం. అదేవిధంగా ముఖ్యంగా మహిళల కోసం ఏదైతే సమస్యలు ఇంత ఇది హత్యలు పెరిగిపోయిన సందర్భంలో వాళ్ళ యొక్క అంటే ఎవరైతే వాయిస్ ఆఫ్ ది వాయిస్లెస్, అంటే మీడియా అంటే వాయిస్ ఆఫ్ ది వాయిస్లెస్, అట్లనే మీరు కూడా మహిళల కోసం అంటే ఇప్పుడు జరుగుతున్నటువంటి ఇబ్బందుల విషయంలో మీరు చేసిన ఇనిషియేటివ్ కానీ చెప్పుకోదగ్గది మేడం. ఇంకా మోరోవర్ నేను ఇన్స్పైర్ అయింది ఏంటంటే ఉస్మాన్ యూనివర్సిటీ కాన్వకేషన్ డేలో మీరు ఇచ్చిన స్పీచ్ నిజంగా హైలైట్ మేడం. అంటే సింపుల్గా చాలా బాగా అకాడమిషియన్స్ని ఇన్స్పైర్ చేశారు. సో యాజ్ ఏ రీసెర్చ్ అకాడమిషియన్గా నా చిన్న రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే, సో సెంట్రల్ యూనివర్సిటీస్ నాన్ నెట్ ఫెలోషిప్స్ ఇస్తున్నాయి మేడం. ఇప్పుడు స్టేట్ యూనివర్సిటీకి బీయింగ్ ఏ హెడ్గా మీరు ఇక ఆల్ యూనివర్సిటీస్ ఎవరైతే రీసెర్చ్ స్కాలర్స్ ఉన్నారో నాన్ నెట్ ఫెలోషిప్స్ విషయంలో మీరు గవర్నమెంట్ తరఫున ఇనిషియేటివ్ తీసుకోవాలనేసి నేను కోరుతున్నాను మేడం. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ దిస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ జగన్ గారు.
సభకు నమస్కారం. ముఖ్యంగా 4వ వసంతంలో గవర్నర్గా అడుగుపెడుతున్న ఆనరబుల్ గవర్నర్ తమిళసాయి సౌందరరాజన్ గారికి శుభాకాంక్షలు. అదేవిధంగా ఏదైతే పదవి చేపట్టడమే కాదు, ఆ పదవికి ఒక గుర్తింపు, పదవితో వ్యక్తి వెలుగులోకి రావడం కాకుండా, వ్యక్తి గొప్పగా కాకుండా ఆ పదవికే ఒక వన్నె తెచ్చే విధంగా కొంతమంది ఉంటారు. ఆ ప్రయత్నంలో గవర్నర్ ఉండడం చాలా సంతోషదాయకం. అంటే గతంలో రాజ్భవన్ అంటే కేవలం లాంఛన కార్యక్రమాలకే పరిమితం కాకుండా ఒక ప్రజాభవన్గా తీర్చిదిద్దడం పట్ల నా యొక్క సంతోషాన్ని వ్యక్తం చేస్తూ శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలుపుతున్నాను. ఇది ఎంతోమంది గవర్నర్లకు కూడా ఆదర్శప్రాయం అవుతుంది, తదనంతర కాలం వచ్చే గవర్నర్లకు. అదే కాకుండా ఆ పదవులు తీసుకొని కేవలం దాని తరపున వచ్చే మర్యాదలకు పరిమితం కాకుండా ఇలా ఒక కొత్త కోణంలో ఎవరైనా చొరవ తీసుకొని ప్రయత్నం చేస్తే ప్రజలు హర్షిస్తారు అనే దానికి ఇది ఒక సంకేతంగా చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చిన రాజ్భవన్ గవర్నర్ గారికి, మిత్రులకు, జర్నలిస్ట్ మిత్రులకు అందరికీ నా ధన్యవాదాలు.
Thank you, Srinivas garu. Now I request Honorable Governor to give her message, and after that much awaited interaction session will be there, and you can interact with Honorable Governor after Madam's speech.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. తెలంగాణ ప్రజల కోసం నేను చాలా కృషి చేయాలని భావిస్తున్నాను. ఎన్ని ఆటంకాలు వచ్చినా కూడా పని చేశాను. నేను మంచి చెయ్యాలనుకుంటున్నాను, అది నా స్వభావం. నాకు సన్మానం జరిగినా లేకపోయినా నా కర్తవ్యం చేశాను. నేను గౌరవం ఇవ్వకపోతే నేనేమీ తక్కువ కాను. పేదలో జీవితంలో మార్పు రావాలి. ప్రజల కోసం పని చేస్తూనే ఉంటాను. నేను చేసిన కొన్ని పనులను ప్రస్తావిస్తాను. మొదట రాజ్భవన్ ప్రజాభవన్గా మారింది. రాజ్భవన్ తలుపులు ప్రజలకు తెరిచాము. దీంతో ప్రజల్లో విశ్వాసం పెరిగింది. కరోనా కాలంలో రాజ్భవన్ ప్రజలకు బలమైన పక్షంగా ఉండేది. రెడ్ క్రాస్ పని ప్రజలను ఆదుకోవడమే. మేము ఆదివాసి కోసం పని చేయడం ప్రారంభించాము. 6 గ్రామాల్లో దత్తత తీసుకున్నాము. మేము వారి స్థాలనకు వెళ్ళాము. వారికి కోడి పిల్లలను ఇచ్చి ఆర్థిక పరిపుష్టి సాధించేలా ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నాము. వారి కోసం మెడికల్ క్యాంప్ పెట్టినాము. 2-వీలర్ అంబులెన్స్, 4-వీలర్ అంబులెన్స్ వారి కోసం ఇచ్చినాము. వారి కోసం మహబూబ్లా లడ్డు లాంటి పౌష్టిక ఆహారాన్ని అందించి వారికి రత్నహీనత అనీమియా లాంటి జబ్బులను రాకుండా ప్రయత్నం చేసినాము. స్త్రీల సమస్యల పరిష్కారానికి మహిళా దర్బార్ నిర్వహించాం. విద్యార్థులను ఉత్సాహపరించడానికి పోటీ పరీక్షలు నిర్వహించాడు. మేము 75 విజయవంతమైన విద్యార్థులను ఎంపిక చేశాను. వారు తల్లి అంతరలదు కలిసి వచ్చి బహుమతులు స్వీకరించారు. ఇది స్వతంత్ర దినోత్సవం నాడు జరిగింది. విద్యార్థులు హజారు చూసి గర్వపడ్డాను. కొందరి కైర్ హర్జాను పట్టించి కోను. ఇలా ప్రజలతో నా ప్రేమను పంచుకున్నాను. ఎన్నో యూనివర్సిటీలను సందర్శించి విద్యార్థులను కలిశాను. హాస్టల్కు వెళ్ళి వాస్తవాన్ని అర్థం చేసుకున్నాను. వారి అవస్థలను సమస్యలను వివరిస్తూ ముఖ్యమంత్రికి లేఖలు రాశాను. వరద సమయంలో ఆయా ప్రాంతాలకు వెళ్ళి రెడ్ క్రాస్ ద్వారా ఎన్నో సహాయాలు చేశాము. కష్ట సమయాలలో ప్రజలను కలవడానికి ఆసుపత్రులకు వెళ్ళి వారికి ధైర్యాన్ని నింపాను. డొనేటెడ్ డివైస్ ద్వారా పేద విద్యార్థులకు ల్యాప్టాప్ అందించాము. మేము ట్విట్టర్, మెయిల్ ద్వారా సహాయం చేయడానికి మా వంతు కృషి చేశాము. ఇవన్నీ ప్రజల మీద ప్రేమతో చేసినవే. ఇవి కొన్ని ముఖ్యమైనవి. మరియు మనం ఇంకా చాలా పనులను చెయ్యాలని ఉంది. పని చేసే శక్తి ఇచ్చిన దేవుడుకు ధన్యవాదాలు. నాతో పని చేసిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ధన్యవాదములు. ప్రజాసేవకు సహకరిస్తున్న ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి ధన్యవాదములు. పత్రికా మిత్రులకు ధన్యవాదములు. మీడియా మిత్రులందరికీ ధన్యవాదాలు. మిత్రులందరికీ ధన్యవాదాలు. ఎన్ని అడ్డంకులు వచ్చిన నిర్మలమైన మనసుతో నా పని కొనసాగిస్తాను. నా పని ప్రజల కోసమే. నా పని కొనసాగుతుంది. దేవుడు దానిని అనుగ్రహిస్తాడు. దిస్ ఇస్ ఫార్ ది పీపుల్ ఆఫ్ తెలంగాణ. ఈ స్పీచ్ ప్రజల కోసం. నౌ ఫర్ ద మీడియా ఫ్రెండ్స్, I will share some of my views. I am really happy and filled with joy and gratitude by seeing the media friends filling this hall totally. What all the duties I have performed? It is only with a pure heart, with affection towards the people of Telangana. When I took the charge as the governor of Telangana the same day 3 years back, I really thought I should be committed to this state because the love and affection the state people shown on me. But whatever may be the initiatives which I took forward, To make it possible, it was not an easy job. Even the highest office faced so much of hurdles. These all the, what all we have projected, these all the commitments, and whenever heard about the problems faced by the people, so we should share their grief to the extent within our limits or boundaries, and to the extent which could be done by the office of Raj Bhavan, we have extended that help. And you all know it is not, it's only a constitutional office, it's not a people's office like other people representatives. But I felt whatever may be the way we should. But most of the time, you should have seen, we went to Sammaka Saraka Jatra. Almost I traveled 8 hours by road. I should not disclose certain things because certain people may think why these all informed to the people. But I think in the history of Telangana, I always feel the people of Telangana more cultural, the affection they show to each other, particularly when I started celebrating the Badukama with women with different walks of life, even which had my housemates, and with journalists and doctors and all the other walks of life. I found the culture, the way they interact and share their views and thoughts and love and affection. But whenever we wanted to reach out people, definitely I faced some hurdles. Why I want to say some of the experience? Because for the past 3 years, every state writes its history. And 3 years, the state will write a history how a women governor is discriminated. But that discrimination did not halt this governor. Why I am telling women governor? I am not discriminating. I always don't reach out or demand a right because I am a woman. We always work like a man, and we work more than a man, and we reach out and we get the right by ourselves, by our performance. That is my view. Even during my previous years, I reached out my position because of that only, not because of my getting some allotment or reservation because I am a woman. But we all have a respect to the womanhood. So Sammaka Saraka, we plan to go. As you know, it's almost, it will take 8 hours. And we asked for a helicopter from the government. Till last minute, we were not informed whether they will give the helicopter or not. Early morning, we started by car. Then some of the people called me and told, Sammaka Saraka will be there only till 4 o'clock. The way you have, the time you have started, whether we don't know, you will reach there. Because they will go to the forest. Then I told, I am going there to support my tribal population, to pray the great goddess of Sammaka and Saraka. So without seeing me, Sammaka, Saraka won't leave to the forest. Definitely they will stay. Exactly 4:30, almost 4:50, they told 5 o'clock they will return. Exactly 4:35 I reached, and I prayed Sammaka Saraka. Why I am telling this is not to pinpoint anybody, but the highest office should be respected. And if it is something is not provided, let them inform. Why the office is treated like this? To my knowledge, I have done justice to my duty, and whatever may be the problems I face, because in the morning, if I see I always thank the print media and the electronic media. Morning, first I see the media and decide about what all the problems the people are facing and what all the problems which we have to face, which we have to help them, and in what all the ways we have to reach out them. This is not this one only single incident which I mentioned here. We were denied the governor address. I was denied the governor address. I was denied hoisting the flag on the Republic Day. And even now, wherever I go, the protocol is totally not followed. I am not attended, the collector doesn't come and greet us. And we are not, I am not bothered, but the office should be respected. So definitely there will be, in the history of Telangana, a governor office, a governor is treated like this. I don't want that history to be written in a negative way. So because this also, first of all, I didn't want to talk about that. But sometimes the reality should be known to the people of the Telangana. I always put all the problems in front of the people of Telangana and I leave it to the people's opinion. Is it correct? The governor is not allowed to take the opportunity of hoisting the flag on the Republic Day? It is correct. Whether the government, I am not worried because from that time I am not asking any help from the government for my transport. Wherever I could go through by car, I will go. Wherever I could reach out the people by train, I am traveling. But why this is happening? What is the problem? And if at all anything, a good interaction will definitely solve the problems. It is not meant that a governor should accept everything. And it is not the governor who is denying everything, who is not accepting everything. I am a very reasonable person. I study the matter clearly, and if it is whatever may be the possible, even certain things, I feel the people of Telangana should know about certain things, how the governor office is treated. But in spite of that, I am telling only this is said, some truth should be revealed to the people of Telangana, but I am setting aside this protocol issues or the respect to the highest office, the constitutional office, or to the respect to the, most of the time, the governor's office is humiliated. For example, at home, if the highest elected representative is not coming, they should have informed us. First they informed they will come, and there was no any message from the office whether they are coming or not. The system should be followed. So again I am telling, I don't want to talk about all these things, but I wanted the people of Telangana to know about that, because we cannot hide these things in the history which is going to be written in the pages of Telangana. But in spite of that, as I said to the people of Telangana, I love the people of Telangana, and there is no any personal motives in any of my activities. I can again very strongly say there is no any personal motive on any of my activities. With pure mind, with the affection to the people of Telangana, it is my duty as a first citizen. I have to attend this problem. So only in that way I am attending. I may be humiliated in the Facebook or social media. When I was a politician, it is the curse of some of the women who are coming up in the life. They will be the targets and they will be humiliated in the social media. When I was a politician also, I was targeted. Even now as a governor also, I am targeted. But I am not bothered about all things. I am a very strong person. Nobody can shatter my strength or my commitment towards the people. And whatever may be the assignment given to me, It is only for the people all my activities will be. And a true relationship and a true friendship between the people can solve most of the problems. But discrimination of any office or anybody, it is not acceptable in this 75th year of independence we are celebrating. But a governor is asked not to talk on a Republic Day. But that didn't put the government on a halt. But governor, in spite of requesting for a speech, it was not given. But I gave a message to the people of Telangana. So whatever may be the hurdles, whatever may be the situation we face, I run a very transparent office. And then they are telling you are conducting Mahila Darbar, what is the follow-up? You are going to the office, to the people hostel, what is the follow-up? I have written letter, but when I went to Bazar IIT, really it was disheartening to see the hostel situation. Disheartening to see the food. It was, in a lighter sense, the vada served to me was so soft. The vada served to the children was so hard. Then the children told, at least from next day we will have, what will the change you will bring? I told, at least the vada will be soft from tomorrow. At least the smallest change which I can say. I am not telling I can bring great changes, because I know the limitation of my duty and the limitation of my office. But I can motivate and I can initiate something. So I wrote a letter.